Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
What if I told you that the reason a student cheats on an exam and the reason a partner is unfaithful have more in common than you might think? It's not always about a lack of love or just being dishonest. Often, it's tied to a deep-seated fear of failure or a desperate need to feel seen and valued. We're going to break down the surprising psychology of why people cheat in relationships and in life, and you might realize just how close we all are to the feelings that can push someone over the line. A lot of the time, cheating comes down to one powerful emotion: fear. More specifically, the fear of not being good enough. Now, this isn't the only reason, but it's a big one. For someone in a relationship, this might look like low self-esteem. They feel insecure, and instead of working through it, they seek validation from someone new to feel attractive or important. An affair becomes a quick fix for a much deeper problem. And it's surprisingly similar to why a student might cheat on a test. It's not always about laziness, but an overwhelming fear of failing. Getting a good grade becomes their proof of worth. In both cases, the person isn't necessarily trying to hurt anyone. They're trying to escape their own feelings of inadequacy. The act of cheating is often just a symptom of that private struggle. But it's not always about fear, right? Let's be honest, sometimes it's about the rush. Humans are drawn to novelty, and when a relationship or studying gets too routine, the pull of the forbidden can be intense. For some, cheating is less about a person and more about the intoxicating thrill of a secret. Breaking the rules can create a rush of dopamine, making the act feel more exciting and significant than it really is. This same pull applies to the classroom. There's a certain adrenaline kick that comes from getting away with it. This is linked to impulsivity and a need for sensation seeking, which are traits that can predict cheating in both romance and school. In both situations, the person is often chasing a feeling of being alive, clever, or free from the rules, rather than a specific outcome. So, how does someone who sees themselves as a good person end up doing something like cheating? Easy. They tell themselves a story. It's a defense mechanism called rationalization, and it lets them justify their actions to avoid feeling guilty. A partner might tell themselves, "I felt neglected," or "my needs weren't being met." A student might say, "The teacher was unfair," or "everyone else is doing it, so I have to keep up." This can sometimes slide into a sense of entitlement. Some individuals, particularly those with narcissistic traits, may feel they deserve to have all their needs met, no matter who gets hurt. This isn't about low self-esteem. It can actually come from an inflated sense of self, a belief that the rules just don't apply to them. This mindset lets them break promises without feeling the weight of their choices. Of course, it's never just about what's going on inside someone's head. The environment matters a lot. An unsatisfying relationship where a person feels unheard or unappreciated can create fertile ground for an affair. It's not an excuse, but frustration and a lack of connection are definite contributing factors. The same is true for students. Overwhelming pressure to succeed, huge workloads, and a campus culture where cheating seems normal can make it feel like a reasonable choice. If the risk of getting caught seems low, the temptation naturally grows. This shows that cheating is rarely a simple choice. It's a complex mix of the person and their circumstances. The reasons people cheat are obviously super complex and deeply human. If this video got you thinking, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of our everyday lives. I'm really curious to hear your take in the comments. Have you seen these patterns play out in real life? Sharing your story could really help all of us understand this topic on a deeper level. To be crystal clear, understanding the why behind cheating is not about letting anyone off the hook. Betrayal causes real pain, and the person who cheats is ultimately responsible for their actions. But by looking at the deeper reasons, we can see that these acts are often a misguided attempt to solve a problem of self-worth, connection, or unmet needs. The goal isn't to forgive the behavior, but to empower everyone with a bit more clarity. For those who've been hurt, This can be a step toward healing by helping answer that painful question of why. And for the rest of us, it's a powerful reminder to build lives and relationships where we feel valued, connected, and brave enough to face our fears head on, without having to break someone's trust to do it.